If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Right, we're back. We're back with the final part. I think it's the final part. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So, where were we?
Well, you have managed to capture one of the grey dogs who conducted the cattle raid upon you only just a couple of days before.
Yeah, and it was very heroic, the capture.
Sorry?
It was very heroic, wasn't it, for Sana?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We actually did accomplished.
Yes. So you are now working your way towards the Broken Tower itself, the tallest building in the complex. Could you? Yeah. You basically can hear the lowing of the cattle getting as you get closer to it, and you do get past a large corral where all of the cattle are currently, which is full of cattle. And you do notice that on the ground there are more of these skulls. Some of them are dry and yellow and old. Some of them are fresh and bloody. And there are cow hides as well. And what's essentially, but I mean, there's not just cow skulls. There's cattle, bison, horse, rams, antelope, sable deer, and even impala.
Is there lots? How many?
Basically, yeah, herd roll, because I like make you make herd rolls.
And these are all sacred animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, I've made my herd roll.
Okay.
This skill is totally going up at the end of the session, isn't it? It's totally going up.
Yeah, yeah. It's an important skill in all outfit culture, or Southright culture, honestly. So you, anybody who made that, is that some of these animals are obviously not native to this region. If anybody has animal law, which I'm not sure anybody does.
No.
Okay. But yeah.
How about? I mean, I know this is crazy, but what about custom lunar, whatever, provincial?
Lunar province.
Is it if it's PROVINCIAL?
Provincial.
Sure, lunar provincial. I'm not entirely sure that's going to tell you a lot about animals.
No, but it might have like what animals the lunars would like sacrifice.
Okay.
Are the lunars into animal sacrifice?
I don't know.
They probably
generally they're not.
Okay, all right. Well, it's just
some are, but they're most well known for, in particular, sacrifices to the Crimson Bat.
Yeah, that's like villages and things like that, though.
Yep. All prisoners.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
All priests.
Well, I just thought
Crimson Bat.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I asked is maybe I might have had a different perspective, or different like what I would class as a sacrificial animal. Do you know? Yeah?
No. I mean,
Okay,
basically,
right.
Yeah. Nothing it strikes you as different. I mean, you recognise some of the skulls on the ground, but others you don't.
Well, let's head towards the tower. Anyway.
Yeah. So the tower is, if you look on the picture of the sort of map, it stands on a raised area of its own. There's an obvious ramp up to the platform it stands on. There are double doors, and the roof, the top is open to the sky, and as you walk up, it's got chilly in the rain, and the rain, it is quite heavily raining now. So the doors are open.
I'm going to draw my sword before I go through.
Yes.
Sword and shield.
Okay.
Sword and shield.
Anybody else? Anybody else doing anything?
Got my still have my bow out.
Okay. Okay.
Magic.
Okay. So who's stepping into the tower?
I will step into the tower.
I feel
Okay. Right. So you step in. It's one large chamber. There's little light in the room, but what light there is illuminates a low stone altar in the center of the room, about which there is essentially a flensed and bloody horned bull skull sitting beside it, with an array of reddened bones arranged in a strange pattern beneath it, and a bloody cowhide draped over one side. Rain drips down, making the ore shine with a wetness. Behind the altar is a 3-meter high, ochre-stained stone statue of a giant naked woman, her female characteristics exaggerated to a grotesque degree. The altar is already stained with blood and gore, the copper scent of blood permeating everywhere, even in the rain. And on the ground, there is strange patterns worked into the floor.
I recognise these patterns at all.
No, I mean basically there's sort of like a curving array of rivulets which lead from the altar, and they're full of blood, which is draining into holes set in the floor at various points around the room. Arranged throughout the room at the edges of the floor are stone balls of all shapes and sizes, high and low. You look, some of them have got shriveled and identifiable bits of material in them. Others are empty. Others have got full of bloody flesh and cowhide. And there are other skulls of animals on the floor.
So this blood is coming from an obvious source, or is it just splattered? I mean, it's not
it's not splattered. It's running through the rivulets
right.
On the floor it's from the altar.
Okay.
Someone owes us a cow.
Go ahead.
I say, but there's no one that we see in here?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Okay, so make a scan roll.
Well, that's the hitch, isn't it?
All along, it's been the hitch.
I know.
I succeeded.
I didn't.
Okay.
That's not really a surprise, is it?
Well, I just
Okay,
know
going
that
for the fun now.
It's normal.
Okay, so Vostor, looking around the room, what you see is there are close to the wall are 3 bodies. Okay. Bodies of men, sorry. And
when you say bodies of men, do you mean like dead bodies, or do you mean standing up, looking alive?
I mean, bodies lying on the ground, sprawled and slumped against one wall.
Corpses.
Probably, from what you, without going over and examining them in more detail, basically a closer look, you can't confirm, but it probably.
I'll cast detect life.
Okay.
I will point it out, by the way, as if no one else spotted it. I'll be like, "There's some bodies over there."
Okay. So as you do that, Sorali, you cast the spell. Would you like to make a roll?
Pass.
Okay. And yeah, there's life in here. Behind the statue, which Vostor just spots. But it's not the bodies on the floor.
I'll say, come out from behind the statue.
Okay. Right. So everyone else can hear this. Okay. Okay. You see a figure come out the statue, and he is basically charging.
How much?
Well, I was going to say, if he's charging something, that's definitely Harmas territory.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this is whom you see. I will
As long as it's less than 150 lunas, I can pay.
Okay, where are we? We've got you somewhere. Yep, this is who you see.
Danikos.
He doesn't look dramatic at all, does he?
We would have our. I would have my vengeance.
He looks.
So would Lanique. Hurl the stone to the floor.
He looks a bit crazed, really. To me, he doesn't look like he's in sound mind. Don't know. Doesn't look sound in mind to me.
Looks like a jerk face to me.
Classic jerk face.
What a wanker.
Danikos, jerk face wanker. We will have our revenge.
I love the quote. I mean, those exact quotes from Gladiator.
In this life, yes. Hey, Commodus, you wanker.
So he's charging.
I would like
he's
to
charging.
shoot him in that jerk face.
Okay, so the thing is, the people who are kind of for this, so it's going to be Hamast, who went in alongside him. I've got to think.
None of us. You went in before us.
Yeah. Okay.
Vostor would be in there because he's the one who's.
Yeah, Vostor as well, and then Sarala. Really, because basically,
I cast a spell in there to determine.
Yeah. So,
That's my right hand man.
he is charging, and the one person he would be charging is you, Harmast.
Yes, good. I've got my broadsword out.
Okay,
Broadsword in one hand,
Can
stone in the other.
Yeah, and I've got my sword and shield out. Could we just twat him with the shield and just knock him down?
No, we're gonna kill him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but if
You can if you want to.
No, well, okay, fine. Well, at this point, okay, so he's going to come charging towards you, and let's see what happens. So I just need to. Okay. So he will be. He basically, you can see he's coming towards you. He has cast magic on his. You can see gleaming sword, and okay, and there is also a gleam in his eye. As he charges towards you. So, he is check. Right. Okay, right. So, yeah, he is charging towards you. What are you doing, Harmast?
Throwing the stone to the floor to call forth Lanique, and getting my broadsword out ready to.
Well, you said you had your broadsword ready.
Yeah.
Didn't you? Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
the broadsword ready to just parry thrust. I'm ready to take the charge.
Okay.
Before he closes, that's all the better.
Okay.
But I'm also on Lanique.
Oh, right. Well, you drop. You basically. You can. You basically throw that down.
Yeah.
She will appear. It's going to take a moment before she does. So there's that instant reaction. Yeah.
The main thing is I want her to see it.
Yeah. Let me see. And then boss door.
So when Hamas like goes to like parry him, I want to sort of like come around him and try and like what's it called? What's it called where you go behind them? What's the word? Yeah, try and outflank him.
Okay. To do what?
Beat him to a bloody pulp, I guess.
Well, yes, that's yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I want to go. So as he comes in and Hamas steps forward to like parry, counter, and attack him, I'm going to come around behind him so he's outnumbered.
Okay. And Sarah.
I'm tempted to use dismiss magic on him to get rid of all of his.
Oh, I think that's a superb idea.
To get rid of his. But it's a variable spell.
What level do you want to cast it at?
It cancels 2 points of spirit magic per point of rune magic. So as we said, like this is the end. So can I blow a 2 point dismiss magic on him?
Yes.
Which will get rid of 4 points. It's 4 points of spirit magic, sorcery, or 1 point of rune magic.
Yep.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So, truth is the rune I'm going to use because he's not showing his true powers. I managed to reveal him for what he's really like.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep. I do a 2 point dismiss magic on him.
Okay. So, I will be working up from essentially basically I'll start off with the lesser spells and work up.
Yes.
So the foot. Okay. So in effect, what he had cast on him, okay, is fanaticism.
I thought that was the glint in the eye.
Yeah. Protection. Okay,
right.
But his sword is still gleaming.
So at least he can be harmed now, and he's not going to be like a raging berserker fight.
Yeah. But so, what he is also going to invoke his hatred of the Kolimar tribe. So I will roll for that. Oh, okay. Oh no, he makes it. Sorry, I was further up. Yeah, he makes that, so he gets +20 to his attack anyway, which is pretty good because essentially with the fanaticism, it actually essentially he gets half his weapon attack and on top of what he's already got.
Could I invoke Hate Grey Dog?
Yes, you can.
How's that for a crit then?
Okay, so what's your Hate Grey Dog?
60.
60.
It's not a crit, then.
It's not a crit. It's a special.
Oh, it's a special, isn't it? It's 10% that's a crit.
It's
oh no, it's 5% that's a crit. It's a crit.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like 1/5. That's okay. So yeah, that's still good. You get a +30 to your basically to your attempt to parry.
Can I say my parry is now my weapon skill is now 130%?
How? Oh right. Okay. Yes, you can. Okay, so how does that okay, so essentially how that works is the 30, i.e. the points over 100, will come off his attack skill.
Yes, good.
Okay.
That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But basically, you basically ball up in anger, basically ready to receive his blow. Okay, so I'm just checking his skill. With the 20% he got, was at 95, so it goes back down to 65. Okay, so he attacks. He will attack on strike rank 8. What's your strike rank for your weapon?
5.
So you can actually act before him if you wanted to.
Oh yeah. Of course I will.
Okay. So roll to hit.
I've hit.
Okay. 50. Yeah. Okay. Right. In effect, because he was, he is not under the effects of fanaticism as such. But he's not intent. He was never intent on basically. He was intent on defending rather on attacking rather than defending. So he's not going to get a parry against that. I will allow him a dodge though. So his dodge is, let's have a look. Have we given him a dodge skills? Okay, base dodge. Hold on, just look at these stats.
Does that get penalised by my ultra high weapon skill as well?
No, it won't, because it's
fair enough.
Right, so 36. Mm-hmm. Okay, surprisingly, even after halving, I have halved his dodge attempt. He does just duck under your blow. Okay, and attempts to strike at you. So
do I not? Do I get to act or what?
You're moving.
Okay, right.
Okay. You are manoeuvring around him. So essentially, the problem for you, what's happening is Hamas and Danikos are engaging, and you're trying to manoeuvre around to get behind him. So you're trying to come in a specific direction rather than rushing in. So what's your strike rank for your weapon?
Me?
Yeah, you.
6.
Okay. I'm gonna. He gets attacked before because.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So 64. He does just land a blow on you, Harmast. Okay, but you do get a chance to parry or dodge if you want to.
Special parry.
Oh, okay. So he got an. Let's check. He got an ordinary attack against a special. Allow one moment whilst I consult the screen. So, okay, normal attack versus special parry. Okay. Okay. All right. So, how much did you just roll damage, please?
Okay. No, I don't know what damage.
I imagine it works similar to how Cthulhu works with the back and forth fighting versus fighting.
That's 1 plus D4, right. Ten.
Okay. There is a mighty clang as the two blades crash together, but there is no. Basically, it's.
I don't break his sword.
You don't break his sword,
Which would have been hilarious.
It would have been hilarious. It's unlikely with a special. You might damage it. With a critical, you might have actually broke his sword. Okay, so Vostor, you get to move around and strike at him.
Can I invoke honor, please? Because
okay.
Danikos has been very, very dishonourable with everything which has led to this confrontation. He appears to have murdered 3 of his allies. He left.
Okay, can I bear in mind you're attempting to strike from behind?
Well,
that's honourable.
Yeah, it's tactical. Yeah, it's just tactical. Is it not?
It wasn't his tactical.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm okay. Well, is it honourable for Lunas to attack from behind?
It's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think a Luna would view that as dishonourable.
It's
Yeah.
not if you say look at him behind you right as you're swinging. So you know.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to allow it. I'm
Okay.
not going to
You
allow
just say
it.
that just before you connect. It's
Can I
okay.
say though, before he attacks, can I say look behind you? And be like, look at my obvious ploy.
Well, you can. I mean, he is. I mean, I'm good. All right. The thing is, Vostor, you'll have a plus 20% bonus to your attack roll anyway.
So
But
what happens?
you're really.
Okay.
I'm not going to allow you to invoke your honor. To
Okay,
Make an attack
all right.
from behind.
All right. Cool. Okay. Fine. Penalise me if you
I'm
want.
not penalising you. You've given me a bonus for attack from behind.
So what happens if my skill becomes 100%?
Okay, a 96 or above is still a miss.
Okay. I've rolled a 15. What's
Okay.
that? Is that a special?
That is a special. Okay. Would you like to roll a d20 to well, okay. I'll tell you what. Let's okay. What you could have done was opted to hit for a specific hit location,
Oh, okay.
but you didn't. Unless you want to roll it again. In which case you would attack last and your skill would be halved.
No.
Okay. So roll d20 and
18.
okay,
Ooh.
that's an arm hit, I believe.
According to this, it's a left arm.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Maybe the
classic.
picture he's holding a sword in the left arm.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yes.
pictures never ever match this description of the what's going on.
Yeah.
Is he a southpaw?
It's he could be. They are rare amongst Sartorites. Okay, so roll damage.
I mean, that's
Do-
the level of detail.
Do I get any bonus to damage or with a roller for 15 out of 100?
Oh, that's a point.
Yeah, it is a
Yes, it is a
special
special. Okay, so he's not. It's basically special attack versus failed parry. You take special damage. He takes special damage, and special damage is it's slashing, double normal damage, and then damage bonus and magical modifiers are applied.
Okay.
Roll your bigger
So-
stats twice, but keep
So
the rest.
basically, roll the weapon damage twice. Add your strength bonus.
Is the strength bonus the +1? Or is
No,
it the 1d4?
It's the 1d4.
Damage.
So it's going to be what? 2d8 plus 2 plus 1d4?
Yep.
18 damage.
Nice.
Okay. So, right.
Yeah, cat meowing is that just me?
There is a cat meowing. I could have said just you, but I live in a house of 4 cats, so no. Okay.
It was definitely one of your cats and not Bud who was meowing. I can vouch for that.
How do you know? Have you ever heard Bud meow?
Just now, yeah.
I just did it just then.
Okay.
Not as
Right.
good as a real cat, though, to be fair.
Okay. So left arm. Right. So you've done 18 points. Okay. So what happens is you bring your weapon down. The armor stops some of that. Okay. But you sever the arm from the shoulder. Ooh. Okay.
Do we hear a voice in the background going, fatality? Sorry.
And he immediately sort of like staggers under this and collapses. But I will just make a roll, but it's very likely that he's just going to go.
It's his but a flesh wound.
Okay, he is. He manages to make his constitution roll. He is still awake. As
Did
he
I cut
goes
his-
down? But
Did I cut his sword arm off?
yeah,
Awesome. So there's just a sword going on the floor, like
yeah. Okay.
twitching.
So he is still alive. When okay, so but he is down. I think we'll go back to Harmast now. Basically, the next round.
What about everyone else? Does no one else get to do anything?
Well, basically, okay. Is anyone else going to do anything whilst this is all going on? And basically, there's the one combat.
I'm standing at the doorway, kind of like this kind of all just he flew out. They reacted.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of standing in the doorway, so I'll kind of. Okay. I've seen what happened. I'll kind of wait.
Okay. Soral, Yanioth?
I would still like to shoot him in the face.
The problem is there's too many people between you and, he's not a clear target. I think you'd be shooting into melee.
Shoot him in his chopped off arm.
And just shoot the arm on the floor.
Yeah. Just because you can.
Just because.
Yeah, but that would be necessitate another dice roll, and we know how bad Seth is with his dice rolls. It could go horribly wrong.
And I've got the best plan in the world to shoot this guy, because I have a 60% hatred of the Lunar Empire, and a Lunar just cut this dude's arm off who offended my clan. So I really want the killing blow instead of him.
You got there in the end.
Yeah. Okay.
But well, if I don't have a shot, I actually don't want to shoot any of my friends in the back of the head, given my luck. I guess I will just keep my weapon ready and just I think just kind of step to the side a bit, inside the tower.
Okay. And so Harmast.
I'm standing over him with the sword. I'm going to say, this is vengeance for those of my clan you killed, and disgracefully, those of your clan you killed.
Okay, I'm going to at this point, I want to invoke Your Honor. Okay, because you are welcome. I mean, the thing is, essentially, he is down. Okay, whether or not it'll be honourable to kill a downed foe.
What honor?
Do you not have honor?
No.
Okay.
I've got hatred, Grey Dog. I'm loyal to my clan. This is
a passion, honor.
Yeah.
I do not have a passion for honor.
Ooh.
My word.
Mm.
Hence my action.
Okay, let's just check. Okay.
Pookie's got a special character sheet that Chaosium sent him, which has got honor on it. He's just adding it to the PDF right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, I sent you the wrong one. It's this one, really. Honor
check your inbox.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm going to basically. Yeah. Okay.
I said lots of times I was going to kill him.
Yeah, I know. It's a case of it's the thing is it's whether it's a down foe, whether you would kill a down foe.
Well, he's going to bleed to death from the severed arm. It's mercy.
Yeah, possibly.
Mass mercy.
Yeah. Okay. I would
be honest, Pookie, I think you're fighting a losing battle here.
I'm going to make you make a hate Grey Dog roll just to see whether you're going to go through with that. If you make the roll, fine.
Okay. No, I can't go through with it.
Okay.
After all that,
I just can't bring myself to bring him. Kill him.
Yeah.
I'll say, do you want to go over some?
Oh.
Okay, so he is there, lying there, bleeding and losing consciousness. Harmast, you don't feel do you feel like the right thing is not to kill him? It's more basically, presumably, at that point, he's taken for the ransom.
I'll just wipe my sword on him.
Okay.
And
okay. But for that, he's going to need healing to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose I should be the one.
overcome your hatred, though. I think.
Yeah,
I haven't got any attached limb spells.
That's why you don't need it.
Okay.
You're not going to get. Honestly, you're not going to get any money off the ransom for having him being returned without a limb.
Well,
damaged goods at this point.
Well, I've got honor, so maybe I feel like I should now retreat.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'll crouch down. I'll crouch down. I will touch him, and I'll cast the rune spell of regrow limb, which will cost.
That will take too long. The simplest thing, the easiest thing to do in this situation would be to cast a heal spell, to stop the bleeding.
I've got heal 1 on spirit magic.
Right. Okay.
And I've got
heal. Everyone
rune.
Everyone has got the rune spell heal, which was basically
heal wound.
That's harmony, isn't it? Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have it, so I'm harmony wound. So
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean that's turned about face, haven't you?
Yeah. But it's also the thing is, it's perfectly keeping if you think as an Isaris, for the trade you would make.
Yeah. I made it.
Yeah. Okay. He is no longer bleeding, but he is unconscious.
He's probably worth money as a slave.
Well, you would.
I mean, as a ransom.
Yeah, exactly. He is.
With heal wounds, you can cure an amount of damage equal to the amount of magic points you put into it.
Mm.
So could you attach a limb with it?
That's a good question.
No, but
no.
Vostral has regrow limb. We could.
You would need either regrow limb, or you actually need something like 6 magic points to do it.
Yeah, you can put as many magic points into it as you want to do healing, or a heal 6 would do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The classic heal 6.
Yeah. I think I could do heal 6.
Very few. It's no.
Only Shalana or Roy.
Well, I use the rune spell for doing it.
Okay.
Anyway, if he hasn't got an arm, he can't hit us with his sword.
Well, we'll just take the sword out of the arm.
Well, the one thing to bear in mind. It's easier to tie him up. He's got 2 arms.
I was about to say, if we tie his hands behind his back, he's just dragging one.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
dragging the bloody stump.
We're just gonna have to tie his hand to his waist.
That seems to be in accordance with how we've done so far, so that might work.
We're gonna have to give him the option. Do you want to take your hand with you?
Yeah, you might find this handy.
Oh God!
That's 3.
Oh
for
God!
Now, anyway, all I'm doing is stopping the bleeding. If someone else wants to do the bleeding, that's fine.
Could someone lend the man a hand?
Oh
my God! It's getting
okay. 1, 2, 3. He's harmless now.
Yeah.
I would like to go ahead and see if and strip him of any other weapons or items of magic or anything like that.
Okay. As you're doing that, all of you suddenly become aware of basically these. The 2 of you have not encountered them before, but these skeletal figures wrapped in vines each with 4 arms that rise from the ground about the room. Some of them look fresh, some of them look old, and then they don't move as such. They rise up, and if you're outside and you look round, you can see more of them.
I think it's a case of getting out of here, right? We've got Danikos. The cows are outside. We don't need to hang around.
We haven't seen the cows yet, have we?
No,
that's true.
I hear them, but yeah.
And then you hear a voice throughout the chamber, and any of you speak Earth Tongue?
I would hope that Yannios does.
Yeah.
No.
Yannios doesn't Earth Tongue or Earth Speech? Or what
Earth
is
speech?
it called? Is it called Earth Tongue?
I've got Earth Tongue here, speech.
Okay.
Either way. That's...
I've got tons of... Oh, I'm looking at spells. Okay, hold on.
It should be under languages.
Languages, yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to go check myself. See, yeah.
Oh, here it is. Earth speech, 30%.
Oh,
Yay! 30%.
yeah. Well, you don't need to make the roll.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to make it,
You don't need to make the roll. You don't have to roll for it.
but I wanted to. Okay.
Okay.
He doesn't want you to fail. He doesn't want you to fail. That's why he doesn't want you to
Fail
roll.
if you roll, just take it.
I would have failed.
You need to roll to speak it without an accent.
Oh, it's a pass.
Okay.
Hey, the
So
past any-
Yanyoth, everyone hears the voice, but the only one who understands this is clearly, although any All-Lamp worshipper will have some idea because they're connected through Storm Beach and that sort of thing, is you hear a low voice that sounds as if it's coming from many mouths at once, which says, I awaken, I hunger, I have slept for far too long, I thirst for blood and offerings. Will you bring me more?
Well, none of us can answer that because we don't know what it's saying.
No.
I will say, it is demanding we offer more sacrifice, and is wondering if we'll bring it more. It just awoke.
And you basically look around for the source of this voice, and what's apparent is that the statue of the stone woman behind the altar is not actually a statue. It's the stone woman herself, as she basically steps forward and regards the five of you.
Well,
here's where those mobility spells come in handy, isn't it?
Except the vines have cut off our escape.
They're inside and out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor.
I think the answer is. I mean, there's only one honourable answer, which is worth. No, I mean,
the honourable answer is, will a Luna do?
Wow.
I was going to offer a one-armed grey dog, but
2 for 1 there. A Luna and a one-armed grey dog.
It by offering sacrifices.
But as a priestess,
go back whence it came.
I'm not going to sacrifice anything to this heathen god. So
it needs to go back whence it came. Back to the underworld.
Just mention it's on a diet or something. Sorry, no.
If you remember from Yannick, you remember from what basically, and Sarali, you know that it's not. It's a god of the. It's a goddess probably of the earth, but not a demon or chaos anything. So,
it was a chaos fighter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
but there's Zaraxaran's a chaos fighter, and we know what.
Yeah.
Zaraxaran's awful. Is there a chance that this is like a precursor to the current Earth goddesses?
Well, I think
it repeats those words. Okay, again in old Thailand. So you understand them. Yeah.
Hey, I understand.
Yeah, I get that too.
What's it worth?
Okay, she basically, she turns and looks at you, Harmast.
Is she about the size?
You can't just demand sacrifices. There's a contract. There's always a contract.
What are you going to say, Seth?
Is she about the size of a large earth elemental?
She is. Sorry, just going. How big is she? She's quite tall.
I think Seth's about to summon an earth elemental.
And then let's grab that cattle and go.
I don't think there's much cattle left, if I'm honest. I think most of them are.
Oh, you think they're all gone? All right.
She is about double the size of a tall human.
Yeah.
I will actually show you a picture. I've got a picture. Hold on. Yes, it's a terrible picture. I'm terribly sorry about this.
That is a terrible picture.
Still
I did warn you.
Gods.
Sorry?
Still better than troll gods.
It is it's a terrible picture because I basically just copied it straight out of the PDF.
Okay.
In fact, what I probably should have done, I should have grabbed a copy of the an image of the miniatures. Thinking about it, because they're actually quite nice.
But anyway, what's it worth? There's always a contract. And if someone wants to do something while I'm talking and babbling,
yeah, okay.
I would like to summon an earth elemental.
Okay, make an earth, basic earth rune.
Okay. It'll be a medium one, so it'll be 2 runes or 2 rune cost. So I have a 90% chance.
Okay.
And I would like to add my loyalty.
Oh, you it's can't augment the rune roll, so
90% still a good chance, though.
Yeah.
You haven't seen my rolls.
We have. We've seen them all night.
We have.
We've been listening for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I got a 6 out of 90.
Okay, so yes, you managed to cast it.
Is that
James? James, do you want to take another break, or are we going to continue?
Oh wow. Okay. What do you want to do? Do you want to end it there and pick it up next week?
I'd rather continue if we're going to.
Okay, we'll continue. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are near the ending on that base. Okay, it looks at you. I demand food, feeding. Feed me.
What do we get? There's a contract.
If
you're
it looks at you,
sorry, I've got a question. I'll keep you in touch. Sorry, does Seth technically critically success at that because he rolled under 10% of his stat?
No, that's a special. It doesn't. There's no benefit to it. It's got to be critted. It's got to be 1/20th.
What's that then?
5%. Well,
of 90. I'm not very good at maths. I like it when it works it all out.
90%.
Yeah.
Is
5.
4, isn't it? Is it 5? Is it?
Yes, 5.
Oh, look at that! You won out.
It happens.
Well, it happens.
I'm happy that I made it.
He made a great roll. let's not take it away from him.
I'm not taking it away. I'm trying to give him extra. I'm trying to be nice.
To be fair, your dice have been quite good tonight.
Yeah.
With
also,
the odd occasional son of a bitch.
That's a great roll. So I think she also deserves a round of applause.
Second one.
Yeah. Okay. So he's looking at you. Harma said he's looking at you.
Still not answering.
It looks a little confused, but as if
it's an alien concept to it, isn't it?
It kind of it's almost as if
we're not saying the right
yeah
word.
I mean I will I demand food. I am hungry. Feed me.
Yes, and then what will you do for us? There's a contract.
What is it that you wish? If you wish if you wish to bargain.
I wish for us all to be able to return from here safely and to find the 30 cattle that were brought here.
If you've
been very well fed already, I'd have thought. If you've eaten them all.
I have fed. I will feed more.
Then
will you return? Will you return to feed me?
Yes, we will return to feed you. This could be an important cult center. This could be the center for your cult. But like I said, there has to be a contract with worshippers. You have to let us go.
I have no. You may go.
Yeah.
I have fed. You return to feed me.
Yes, we will. Those who want to come to worship and adore you will come back, and they will bring sacrifices. In return for those sacrifices, you will help them. That is how things work.
Okay. Okay. So as okay. So at this point, what appears alongside Yanioth is an earth elemental. What does your earth elemental look like, Yanioth?
I get to choose its actual look. Ooh.
Yeah.
Does it look like the thing from Neverending Story?
Is there particular statues of what Arnaldo looks like?
Yes.
Could I have it in the image of my Earth God?
Yes.
To beat the crap out of this thing? Oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Turn into like WWE or something here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like fireworks go off behind it.
Intro music.
Now you'll need to tag me, sister, so I can throw in the air elemental next. So.
Okay. So, okay. So, she as soon as she sees the earth elemental alongside you, she stops. You worship an elder.
You goddamn right.
Clint Eastwood suddenly appears.
Okay. Then you worship my mother's sister.
I think we've definitely got the basis for a deal here.
Okay. Okay. My mother is Marin Gore, the Earthshaker.
A powerful goddess, indeed.
Yeah.
And feared goddess.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Basically, Marin Gore is like the word. I think she's the Earth god. Basically,
the destructive,
destructive aspect of the Earth pantheon.
Does that give us a position to negotiate then?
Yeah, probably does. Okay. So the possibility is the obvious person actually to handle that aspect of the worship would be Yanioth.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't have to make any rules for this one.
Yeah.
So it is already said that we can leave.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I'll be your lawyer if necessary.
Okay. I'm going to ask it where our cattle are.
Yeah.
Outside.
Thank you.
Next time I buy a car, I want you to come with me, Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
When will you return? When will you return?
In 1 month.
I wait.
I'll bow. We'll go.
Okay.
We get our cattle.
Okay.
And go home. Brilliant.
Okay. Right. Well, you go outside, and essentially what happens is the strange four-armed skeleton things move out of your way and they let you go, and you're allowed to you get to drag Danikos with you, and you go outside and walk around to where the cattle are, and you count them, and there's only 40.
Okay.
Some you lose some. You're not going to get all of them, clearly.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus the one you've already. There's 40 there. Plus the one you've already. You've got. You've got.
I'll go grab the other.
There's 39.
I'll go grab.
We've also got 2 hostages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, yeah. Basically for ransom, and you manage. You leave unopposed. Nobody bothered. You're not bothered, and you manage to make your way back down out of the Badlands to home, where you are welcomed with success. They're a little. They're annoyed that they've lost so many cattle, but they look okay. They are your mother is pleased with the success of the mission. Pleased that you've got most of the cattle back.
The others have been eaten by a sort of protein and come back. It's hard to explain. It's a long
That's
story.
interesting. She'll want to know more about that.
Yeah.
And essentially, she'll look at Yanioth and go, definitely falls within your remit. And you will all get a reputation bonus and a reward. And the likelihood is that Yanioth will be returning in a month, probably to do more sacrifices and probably initiate herself into the worship of Idrima, a demonic earth goddess.
Question.
Aww.
When we returned, was there a crazed old man in Yanioth's bathtub getting cleaned up?
Unfortunately not.
Oh,
okay. But one of the things you do see before you leave is that Lanique did appear. I didn't get a chance to bring that in. I'm sorry about that, but she does look at all of you and thank you before she fades away.
Okay, if she's happy, then I don't need to kill him.
Yeah. But what would happen in a future scenario if this was to carry on? You would essentially go and negotiate with members of the Grey Dog for the return of both the prisoners you currently hold, and I would give you a big bonus because Danikos is a criminal, despite the fact that because they don't actually want him back, but they don't have any choice.
No, they take him back, and it's their job to punish him, not ours.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Because
they'll
essentially,
pay for him and then execute him, possibly.
Yeah.
Or maybe exile him or something.
Yeah.
Right.
The likelihood is that given his crimes, it's either slavery or execution. Execution is rare, but kinslaying, basically
he killed 3 of his own clan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Well, that brings to a close the Broken Tower. It's entirely possible that you could have attacked her. You didn't have to.
She would have battered us, though, wouldn't she?
No, she's not. She can be defeated.
I had a really big earth elemental.
Yeah. But the use of the earth elemental persuaded, but basically got her attention and.
Yeah, I think making the earth elemental appear as looking like an elder probably swung it, didn't it?
Yeah.
And actually, if she'd really said no, I can't stand an elder, she is my enemy, I would have swung it and saying, okay, we've got to defeat her.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But so would I be allowed to be a priest of Ernelda and Ernelda's niece?
Niece,
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you would. Yeah, basically
okay.
it would be a subcult, and essentially what it would mean is it would be a subcult of sort of like Marangor, the Earthshaker, and that would probably give you sort of access to destructive earth magic, which you don't actually generally have access to as an Ernelda priestess.
Yeah, it's more like nourishing and
fertility and harmony. Yeah. The thing is essentially at the same time it would depend essentially it might be that your death rune goes up as opposed to your life rune, because there's sort of balance there between the two.
Oh, there's all sorts we could do. We could. We could go into the new empire and you could earthquake all their cities. That would be good.
Yeah, there is a spell. There is a spell that basically does create earthquakes for you. I mean, when I ran this,
have the Crimson Bat, so that's kind of the end of that, isn't it?
Yeah. When I ran, essentially, one of the NPCs in my game is basically is a Marangor worshipper, and she's known as Foot Stamper. Basically, stamp her foot and earthquakes appear.
Nice.
I do get very almost like I said earlier, like Avatar: The Last Airbender from some of this.
Well, that came long after.
I know I did, but it's but
cool. Well, thank you very much for playing. I hope you all enjoyed that.
Yes,
thank you.
We had a laugh, if nothing else.
Yeah, and perhaps whetted your appetite for further adventures in Glorantha.
It has, yeah.
It's laid a good foundation of how to maneuver through it. I mean, it's not D&D kicking down the door and storming the dungeon, but it's also not a kind of a social storytelling game where you're not doing anything action oriented. There's several different outcomes, it seems. Which is neat.
Yeah,
you saw how quickly that fight was ended.
Well, yeah, it's just suddenly.
I mean, that said, James rolled well, but at the same time, you could, you could go back and forth, bang, clang, and you just be sort of like knocking sort of like points off each other rather than delivering the decisive blow.
Each other down.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse if I hadn't stripped that fanaticism off him.
Yeah, entirely.
Yeah, that was great. And the protection. Don't forget the protection.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the thing is that he has a skill of 75. Fanaticism basically adds half of that again. So that takes his skill. That's sort of like that's 35 on top of that. That's 115. Then he's got the hatred of Grey Dog as well, and he's got Blade Sharp, and it's kind of like stacks, and the likelihood. The thing is, he still misses on a roll of 96 or above, but he's got the higher chance of specials or crits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like when I was temporarily on 130 in that fight.
Yeah, it's there's some nice nuances in there to the combat mechanics, and that sort of counterbalance the sort of like back and forth that under certain circumstances you really can deliver devastating blows. One of my player characters is a who's got True Sword, and that essentially doubles damage when when you're running around with a two-handed sword that does 2d8 damage. It's incredibly sort of like bloody. Yeah, limbs fly.
All right. So should we do shout outs and then we'll wrap up? So Pookie, do you want to give yourself some shout outs? Where can we find you? Where can we follow you?
I am known for reviewing books, so that's good. That you can find that under reviews from Relay. If you want to hear more adventures in Glorantha, there's a book called The Complete Griselda, which I'm reading stories from at the moment. That's the series is called The Griselda Tales. That's basically about a city called Parbis, and the characters are ne'er-do-wells and small-time criminals, and their adventures. And it's written in a Runyon-esque style. That's on YouTube.
Thank you very much. All these descriptions will be in the descriptions below as well. Paul?
Okay, so I'm Paul Mitchener. You can find me on Twitter as the Tweedmeister, I've got an occasional RPG blog I could probably call out, which is called the RPG Imaginarium. I'm an RPG writer. There's a few things out there. My big thing and latest thing is Liminal.
Thank you. Bud?
Bud's RPG review, my YouTube channel where you only see my hands. Next.
Scott?
Oh, Scott, I don't really have any channels or blogs or anything, but like last time, I'll give a little shout out to my, if you live in Southern California and like to help support a business that's getting by during the lockdown we have out here, please check out Critical Hit Games in Corona, California. The website is thegeekygamers.com. And likewise, I will probably be on or around James's Discord channel and looking to maybe run some one-shots online for people as they come up. So,
thank you. Seth?
Seth doesn't do anything.
Oh. I have a YouTube channel where I mostly talk about role-playing games, how-tos or reviews, which is of the highly imaginative name Seth Skrzykowski. I also am a novelist, so you can find my books on paper, ebook, and audiobook through Amazon and Audible and any other retailer like that. So if you enjoy urban fantasy, that is my big thing.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. And for me, obviously, if you're watching this on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime and you're not using your free subscription that you can use on Twitch, please consider subbing to me using your Amazon Prime. If not, do check out my social media where you'll be able to find links to the Discord that I have, where you'll find everyone here in it. Twitter is where I'm posting more on Twitter all of a sudden, but usually you'll see when I'm going live on Twitch. Facebook is pretty much the same, and then all the VODs go up onto my YouTube channel. So if you miss some of it, you can always check back and watch it there. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and playing. And what was you going to say, Bud?
Oh, it's worth mentioning that, as we were discussing, there's going to be a couple more games coming up.
Yeah, we do have some more things in the pipeline. We've managed to wrangle Paul to run Liminal for us. Potential as well, there may be a Delta Green game being run by Bud, and I'm not sure what else further we're going to go on for.
Take two things at a time.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I also want to point out that if you've enjoyed The Broken Tower, it's part of the quick start for RuneQuest role-playing Glorantha, and is free to download from Cozium's website. So you'll get the complete scenario, basic rules to help you play, the 5 pre-generated characters. There is some errata. There should be some handouts there as well now. So free to download, or you can buy it as a booklet. And I think it's about $10 or so, something like that. And it's certainly, basically, if you want to run that for your group, it certainly will give you a taste of what Glorantha and the new RuneQuest is like.
Okay, cool. But other than that, thank you all for playing. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. And we will see you all next time.